Okay, I'm going to show you what I did by using Martin Spartan System Oil. First off, I clean everything off. This is a ceramic bearing. What I'm doing here is just cleaning up all the carbon and stuff on it. This will be the front bearing. This will be a speed crank. And the back plate. Already cleaned the case. Now I'm going to put things back together using the Hootie tool. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and oil the rear bearing.
Daddy, well, just stick with the daddy go.
Spin it in there a little bit. Same for the front bearing. And I put a little bit here on the crank rod, on the rod I mean. both sides. Put it in there. Put a little bit on the crank pin. Put a little bit here where the bearing will ride inside, where the crank will ride inside the bearing. Alright, put the rear bearing on, Hootie 2. Put the front bearing on. And I use a washer so I can make sure I push on the outside of the bearing. That way I won't mess up the inner ring of the bearing. And what I'm doing is pressing the inner bearing and the front bearing in flush. So I also, again, put a little bit more, drop a couple drops, get to the front, kind of work it around here. Then put the crank in. Give it a nice little spin. Put the piston back in. Like so. And I drop a drop on the pin and the rod bushing. Like so. Take this, the sleeve, and wipe it again to make sure. I'll go ahead and stick my pinky finger in there and clean anything out to make sure. Go ahead and line the sleeve up with the pin here. What I'm doing here is trying to get the piston into the sleeve, like so. That way when I push it down, it lines up good. Like so. And I'm going to put a drop or two on the top. And work that around. Move it up and down a little bit. Get a little lube on the side. And I go ahead and push it all the way down. I'm just going back and forward. I'm not pushing it all the way to the top and then flipping it over. I'm going to keep my pinch. Get my back plate. What I'm going to do is put a little bit of oil here. Make sure that this is at the top, and your back of your piston is at the top a little bit, so you won't mess up the skirt. So I'll push it up a little bit and put a little oil around here, because you can see where it's been spinning there. Put a little oil around there. Like a little pancake. Pop it back in. Go ahead and put a screw in. Go ahead and put the screws back in. Using my old trusty MIP. I'm just getting them in there. I'm not going to tighten them all the way down. Just getting them in, getting them started. What I'm going to do is go 1, 2, 3, 4, or whatever order you want to go into, but you want to do them diagonally. One, 2, 3, 4. I'll make sure I clean my button off. I'm gonna go ahead and use a little motor spray. Like so. I'm going to take an older head. I got a bunch of these OS heads, so I'm going to take an older head. This is actually one of the Ninjas. So I'm going to take this head and use this. And my trusty MIP, bit 2.5. Alright, I'll be doing the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not tightening them all the way down, just getting them in there. And usually what I do is wait till it warms up and then I go ahead and tighten them down. Bring my screwdriver when I warm it up, about 200 or so. I go ahead and take this, a 2.5, and go ahead and tighten it down a little bit more. That's it.